in the land of Odoria. Her dragon soared high, and magic flowed as freely as the rivers. There existed a party of adventurers, as diverse as they were eccentric. Sir Reginald, the knight with a smile so shiny, it requires sunglasses to behold. Luna, an elven mage, whose spells often did more than intended. Drog, a dwarf with a beard so long, he often tripped over it. And finally, Captain Jack, a rogue, who was quite literally a giant catman, with an affinity for shiny objects. After an especially grueling battle that involved a dragon, 3 trolls, and what could only be described as very angry and shimmery, our heroes found themselves victorious, but utterly exhausted. So with their coin purses heavy, and their stomachs empty, they set their sights on the nearest inn, dreaming of ale and a hearty meal. The town of Scapheap was not what one might call a prime destination for weary travelers. Its reputation for catering to the more unusual clientele meant that it was often overlooked. But our heroes, guided by their rumbling stomachs, paid no heed to such warnings.
"We need ale and food,"
Drog declared, his stomach grumbling louder than his battle cries.
Had the soft bed.
Luna added, nursing a spell-induced headache that resulted from accidentally turning the inn around her into a rowdy host of bees that viewed her as their queen. As they entered the town, their eyes were drawn to a very lively establishment. The sign, swinging precariously on one hinge, read, "The Groggy Goblin Inn." Assuming it to be a place to rest their weary heads, after filling their bellies, the party pushed the door open and stepped inside. The room fell silent. 50 pairs of goblin eyes turned to stare the newcomers, their expressions ranging from surprise to annoyance. The adventurers, realizing their mistake, but too proud and hungry to retreat, made their way to the bar. Sir Reginald, ever the diplomat, attempted to order, "Hello there. 1 round of your finest ale, barkeep, and whatever food you might recommend for my friends." The goblin bartender, a weary creature with an eye patch and a surprisingly well-groomed beard, grinned, revealing a row of sharp teeth.
"Adventurous, eh? Don't get too many of your kind round here. But you're in luck. It's maggot stew night. And our ale? Sorry, we don't serve that. But we have grog, brewed in the finest swamp water this side of Aldoria."
The party exchanged uneasy glances, but their hunger and thirst won over their skepticism. They took a seat at the large, rickety table, which groaned under the weight of their armor and weapons. As the party waited for their order, a group of goblin musicians took to the stage. The music was unconventional, featuring a series of pots, pans, a 1-string lute, and what appeared to be a bagpipe, made from a rather unhappy-looking toad. Yet, as the night wore on, the adventurers found themselves tapping their feet and even joining in the chorus of Goblin Knights, a surprisingly catchy tune about swamp life and the joys of maggot farming. What followed was a night of unexpected revelry. Sir Reginald found himself arm wrestling a goblin who claimed to be the strongest in the land. He was not. Luna, after accidentally turning a goblin's hat into a nest that came complete with a mama buried eggs, became the life of the party. Her magic tricks, intentional or otherwise, earning her rounds of applause and more grog than she could safely consume. Captain Jack, meanwhile, engaged in a game of darts with the goblins, communicating in the golden language of thieves, while Drog, for his part, found that the goblin cuisine was not to his taste, but their ale was surprisingly palatable, especially after the 3rd mug. Goblins, as it turned out, were excellent storytellers, and the adventurers found themselves swapping tales of their own exploits with their new green-skinned friends. As night drew to a close, Luna, who had been experimenting with a new spell, had decided it was the perfect time for a test. With a flick of her wrist and a mispronounced word, she intended to fill the room with a pleasant floral scent. Instead, she accidentally turned the bar supply of grog into a bubbling, frothy mountain, which erupted from barrels, showering the room in torrents of beer. The goblins, far from being upset, declare that it was the best night in the history of the Groggy Goblin Inn. As dawn broke over Scapheap, the party finally stumbled out of the Goblin Bar. The now honorary members of the Groggy Goblin's Wall of Fame set off into the sunrise, their spirits high and their hearts full. They had come seeking rest and substance, but left with new friends and tales that others would have to see to believe.
Same time next week.
Drog suggested, hiccuping. The others could only nod in agreement as they made their way to the nearest inn. They had actual beds.